Hey guys, it's Noreen here. Today I'm going to share my top tips on how to get the perfect ombre nail. If you'd like to keep up to date with all my latest videos, please subscribe to my channel and make sure to hit the bell button to be notified when I upload. As usual, I like to save a bit of time, and this shellac manicure is already completed up to the second colour coat. The colour I'm using here is Steel Gaze, and I've chosen this because it's got a slight greeny hue. I know this one is discontinued, so if you'd like a similar shade, Mercurial from the Night Spell collection is very close. Once I've completed painting on my second coat of colour, I'm going to cure this on the 2S setting in my LED lamp. A little tip for you is to cure your last colour coat twice, and it makes the blend much easier for the powder. Next, we're going to prepare our brush. I'm using the Lucente G1 brush, and as you can see, I'm making sure I've got a nice amount of that powder packed on the belly of the brush. Without dispensing too much powder onto the nail, I'm pressing and patting, making sure that the point of the brush doesn't go past the cuticle area. Once you start to feel your brush stick, then you know it's time to pick up a little bit more powder. And again, using a nice gentle motion, I'm pressing and patting. You can see by using the right amount of product, you're not going to get a messy cuticle application. I've tried many ways of doing ombre nails, and I always find these pigment powders work best. They give you the smoothest application and always look neatest. Now that we've applied the powder, I'm going to take a lint-free wipe, and I'm just going to clean off any excess on the brush. Now that the brush is practically clean, I'm going to come back to the nails. I'm just going to start using little circular motions to start to blend out this line. I'm working from the back and working slowly up to the top, and as you can see, I'm trying to break that straight line. The way I'm doing this is I'm coming down the sides more, and in the middle I'm just using the belly of the brush to buff it over and get a slow fade. I think this always gives a really good result. I'm going to continue this technique on all of the remaining fingers. If you're struggling to get a good blend and can feel the brush catching, you need to pick up a little bit more powder on the belly of your brush. Start where the powder is at its most intense at the back, and then start to bring it up with little circles. That's going to give you the best blend, and that's a really good tip for achieving that smooth finish from one colour into the next. You can see as we start to work through the rest of the fingers, we don't have an excess amount of powder. This is really important, as too much powder in the lateral walls and cuticle area can cause problems for us when we come to seal everything in with top coat. Using the C&D 5-point polish method, I'm going to seal in the extension edge first and then paint the top coat on. It's important that you have a generous amount of top coat on the underside of your brush. You don't want to lift the powder up from the colour coat underneath, so a floating motion is what is necessary to make sure that you get the powder to look perfect at the end. You must also make sure that you've sealed every little last bit of powder in. If you don't seal it in with top coat, when you come to wipe it at the end, you're going to get little bald spots, and some of that Steel Gaze or whatever your base colour is underneath is going to show through. These ombres where the darkest colour is at the back are the hardest to do, so that's why I've showed you how to do it in this video. Cure this on your number 3 setting in your LED lamp, and your nails are now complete. Hope you enjoyed this, guys. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video.